I found it really unhelpful when people gave stories about, God said this to me and I felt this morning, and because I felt that wasn't my life and was something wrong with me, that God doesn't speak to me in those ways every day, or feelings of love pouring over me every morning. And I used to, for a long time, think there was something wrong with me and God didn't love me as much as other people. Then I realized, actually, that's probably not true as much as people say it is. And that's not normal either. That's not relationship. Because relationships don't work on kind of dopamine and endorphin hits every day. You know, I'm married and I love my wife, but sometimes there's beautiful silence and watching TV together, you know, and sometimes there's humdrum. Humdrum is part of a relationship, right? The ecstasy moments and the moments of feeling deep intimacy can't be every day. It'd be exhausting. We're not designed for that. Part of my discovery of what it means to have a relationship with God, it was so hard for me for so long, because I was told, read your Bible in the morning, put on some worship music, and have this like intimate face-to-face relationship with God. And yet it didn't feel like it delivered on the promises of what that was supposed to be. And I remember reading Moses in the Old Testament, and he had a face-to-face relationship with God. But I realized those face-to-face moments were not the norm. The norm actually was not only face-to-face, but it was, he had a side-by-side relationship with God. Like, he did stuff with God. God says, I want a relationship with you. And an echo of that relationship is our interpersonal relationships. It kind of has the same features. And equally, sometimes our feelings are suppressed. I know in my journey they're suppressed, because I'm British. I was told not to have feelings too much. I was told to have a stiff upper lip, and I've been trained to squash anything down and just say, I'm fine. And that also does something to prevent a deeper connection with other people and also with God. And so in healing of those things, my feelings have been released a bit more. So I think the feeling side of relationship with God is a beautiful thing that's part of our relationship and can grow with God over time and in seasons. But it's not the factor, it's not the defining factor as to whether you have a relationship with God. That's a byproduct which comes and goes depending on how cold it is outside, whether you're tired, and whether you're British, and all sorts of stuff. I think ultimately, in my relationship with God, I'm convinced in who He is, like I'm convinced of gravity. And therefore I'm going to follow Him and enjoy whatever that relationship brings. Joining God, saying, God, let's go do stuff together. Let's go into the workplace and let's see who we can pray for today. Let's invite someone to Alpha. Let's go and serve the poor together. Let's do things together. Actually meant I saw God in action through me, and then it was the face-to-face, which took on a whole different level of intensifying kind of relationship, which is beautiful.